Dreyer. If you have a question, raise your hand and we'll bring the mic around. We'll start right here in the front row.
Thank you for your time, Honors. Could you go ahead and take us through tonight's match and your thoughts post-match and the difficulties in getting that goal through that final line?
Yeah, I think we created enough to get a point, but also to win the game. I think very good beginning of the game, big chance for Chucky, and we just created a lot, and then they had a counter and they scored, and then of course then we know the games will be tough when we play an opponent who comes to our stadium, because they want to sit back and they don't care if they have to sit with 6 guys in the back or whatever. And yeah, then we still created chances. It didn't want to go in, and then yeah, we lost 1-0.
Any questions right here in the second row?
Good evening, Anders. My name is Anil Saleh with the Reporter USA. The team's last win at home came 2 months ago in July 25th. What's happening? Like, what are the factors that are contributing?
Yeah, it's a long time since we won at home. We know it in the dressing room as well. I hope it's because we save it for playoff. But no, we know there are small things, but it's still so small things. I think if we get the first goal today, I think it's a completely different game. And it's the same against Minnesota as well, and yeah, so we had some tough games here, and I think also it shows that the teams who come here, they respect us a lot and the way we play, and yeah, they make it difficult for us, but we still have the chances to win, and I think, I don't know how high our XG are today, but I think it's okay high, and should be enough to win also after getting behind.
Hi Anders, thank you for your time. You still have 2 games to go until the playoff. I know that you go game by game, but for the playoff, do you see a scenario like this, not losing the game, but a team, defending with everything, 10 players in the box, and how to counteract that kind of game in a potential playoff, because the other teams are playing against you like that?
Yeah, no. Like I said before, I think it shows that the teams, they really respect us in the way we play. And then I haven't tried it yet, but I can imagine that MLS playoff is totally different. It's different games. I know the first round is best of 3, and then it's knockout games. So it will be a different vibe and a different way of controlling a game. And yeah, then hopefully we will take a win in the first game in playoff at home and turn it around. I think that's what we're working for, and just amazing with the support. We know they are behind us, so yeah, it's just the small things. And I think in the beginning of the game, before their goal, we even had chances to make it 1 or 2-0. Then I think the game is close to done.
Any other questions?
And it's not every time we see you during a game have to transition into the striker role in the second half. What are the difficulties in having to adapt from starting at the wing to just moving up on attack?
Of course, there's different things. It's also which player we bring in and stuff like that. Today was Alex who came in, and of course it's his strength is running in behind and doing that. But other times it can be me as a high number 9 as well, and a right winger dropping in. But of course it's different position and different way of thinking. But I think I have tried it a lot this season as well, and have managed it. So I did it in the beginning of the game against San Jose away also. So yeah, I will do whatever Mikey wants me to play.
And the last one.
So from tonight, Anders, the California sweep was on every San Diego FC's fan's mind, going undefeated against all of your California rivals. While you guys play out to block out outside noise like this, extra things that add to the game, to the occasion, just is there any motivation inside that locker room to win and get 3 points in a game like this tonight?
Of course, yeah. It was. Now I found out that there was a California team. Of course, would be nice to be undefeated against the California teams. But yeah, I think there is a big hunger in the dressing room to make that top performance at home after now 2 months without a win at home. So I think if I just came from the dressing room and there is a feeling that we could win today, but we didn't, and I think we had that feeling the last couple of games here at Snapdragon. So I know that the hunger is to win, and especially in front of our own fans. That's for sure.
Thanks for your time, Anders.
Of course.
Thank you for your time, Jeppe. Can we just get your perspective on tonight's match, and obviously being in that midfield role and the captain, you're able to go ahead and have those discussions with the referee as well. Can you just talk to me in terms of the difficulties in playing San Jose tonight and the difficulties in finishing as well?
Yeah, I think it's the last part that's annoying for us today. I think we solved it better today than we did actually on the away game against San Jose, where we ended up winning. I felt like we broke them through pretty not easy, but we did quite well, phase 1 and phase 2, but it seemed like every time we got near the goal, our finishing lacked quality, which hasn't been the case in this season, so it seems like a one-off, but today we didn't get the goal, and sometimes it's the goal that's going to open up a game like this for us.
We'll go second row.
Good evening, Jeppe. The team's last win at home was 2 months ago on July 25th. What's happening here? What do you think are the factors that are contributing to this?
We are aware that it's been some time since last win. I feel like a lot of the performances we have been playing here on the pitch has been quite good. I think today also we play quite fine. We control most of the game. We control most of their transitions. But we also gotta admit that we gotta be tougher. It's a goal out of nothing. And we need to be able to stop those counters easier because we have the game in our hand. As a footballer, you always look at games, especially also when you lose, and kind of think of what did wrong, what did we do good, and I feel like there's still a lot of things we did good today, even though we don't score the goals, and that's also why we have our heads high, but of course we need to win the games, and that's also something we talked in the locker rooms now, that like we need to cut off these mistakes that makes us get behind, because games gets more difficult.
Hi, Jeppe. Good night. It's great. What's the message as captain of the team, to the people, to the fans? They were here all season long. Unfortunately, you couldn't deserve a win tonight, but what's the message for the playoff for the next time that you could be with them again?
Yeah, first of all, we are extremely happy that it's not our last game with all the fans. Today is the perfect example of how incredible they have been the whole season. We are behind 1-0 at home last game, and we hear them the whole game. We hear them after game chanting our names, and we've been hearing them on all the away trips, both on our hotels and on the games, which we also see playing at home, that not every team travels to away games. So we are very blessed to have, all of us players are very blessed to have landed in a football city. We can definitely feel that. So for us the message will be that we need them even more now when we go into playoff. These games are going to be incredibly important, and especially fighting for having the home games is big. So we need to take advantage of it, and if we can get the whole stadium to bounce, it's going to be better for us. So. That's the message.
Yeah, tough one tonight, and tough one to Tverskov. Just despite the result, a note about fans. 29,000 showed up to support you guys tonight. You as the captain of this club in its first season, what does that mean to you, seeing all that support tonight?
Yeah, as I said, we feel kind of blessed because we know it's not all teams that have the support that we have, and we're in the first season. We have had a lot of firsts this season, which has been very special, and we still feel like there's so much to achieve. Like it's even though there's only the 2 games back of the regular season, it feels like so many things to achieve still, and I hope the fans of whole San Diego feel the same, because we need everyone behind us to push as much as possible, because you see these games like it's the smallest things that decides them, so one extra guy will do the extra push.
And then finally,
Yeah, but it looked like Arango got the best of that midfield on that goal. Can you tell us a little bit what happened there on the goal for San Jose?
Oh yeah, I haven't watched it back as I remember. It's one of their counters in first half. I think they're running towards goal, and we have a couple of guys just close by, but then a ball goes through, and it ends up being a one against the keeper. And that's, yeah, as we talked about, that's one of those where we just had to screen the guy out of the pitch, basically. I haven't watched it again fully, so I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, it's annoying because the way we play, we're gonna face these teams like this. People is going to want to counter us, and we need to be clinical. So it's an annoying one because we've had a couple of those in the season, so we need to look at it.
any other questions? Mikey Varas, we'll start with questions in English. You have the first row, followed by questions in Spanish.
Thank you for your time, Mikey. Could you give us your first reflections on tonight's match, and could you give us your impressions as far as the finishing in terms of tonight as well?
Yeah, just really disappointed not to get the 3 points at home for the fans. They were great as usual, and like I said, we can feel their support so clearly. But I think at the end of the day, if we take that game picture, we'll take that game picture more often than not the result. But I think we have 2 point something XG, they have point something, and you lose the game. So you kind of left wondering. It comes down to details, little details, finishing quality, concentration in moments during counterattacks, and these are the kind of games that I think teams are going to play us in playoffs here, because they show a lot of respect. So it's good that it's happening now, and that we're taking these lumps from a growth mindset perspective of like, okay, it's not big things that need to change, but what little things do each and one of us, including me, have to add in these final weeks to make sure we hit playoffs in best conditions when we can see a game like this happening. Because that game could also open up into a route for us, right? If we have the quality in the final actions, but it comes down to details. And right now, we know all of us will be putting our heads together and looking in the mirror to discover what little things we can do to make sure we hit our stride. Because if we hit our stride, I think we're going to be quite dangerous.
Next one, second row. I'm going to put the mic closer, Mikey.
Good evening, Coach. My name is Daniel Sade with Deportes USA. The team's last win at home came 2 months ago on July 25th. Overall, just what's happening, or what are the factors you think that are contributing to this?
Well, I think, just to clarify, I think our last home at win in league, you mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think teams come and play us in tough conditions, right? They try to play a really close game, catch you in the counterattack, slow the game down, chop it up, wasting time. This is something we're starting to see be pretty predictable. We can pretty much tell the referee from the beginning it's going to happen. We hope that they manage the spirit of the game and give yellow cards a little bit earlier in the game to keep the game sped up for the good of the game, whether we win or lose. I believe that. But it's a strategy that some of these opponents have, and that's a valid strategy if that's what they want to do, and it's the referee's job to manage the game. And then when you play those kind of games and you don't take your chances, then you leave the door open for not getting the results, and that's just where we're at right now. But it's not that the team is playing bad at home. You know, we create a lot of chances. We dominate large portions of the game. We don't give up a lot of chances. Usually, you take all of those ingredients in a game. But the most important thing right now is to maintain calm. Know that we're a good team. We have good players. We work really hard. And finding that little extra that we need to make sure that we turn these into not just good statistically speaking performances, but wins.
We can start here, actually, first row, and then we'll move on.
So from tonight, Coach, just would like to know if there's anything, if this is something personal for you or something in the locker room, as you know, on every SanDiego.Futbol's fan's mind was to complete that California sweep tonight. Obviously couldn't get it done, but just for you, is there any extra motivation or amongst the players to, you know, complete that sweep, because you guys have to tune out all the chatter outside? Is there any motivation for you to win a game like this?
Yeah, obviously regional rivalries, we want to win those, but we want to win every single game. Yeah, we missed on one. I hope nobody takes for granted the fact that we won all the other ones. That's not easy to do. And the most important thing, like I said, is to regroup from this game and see what little details we can fix to make sure we're hitting playoffs in our stride.
Mikey, thank you for the time. It looked like Lozano was a little frustrated throughout the game, missing some important plays. What's that conversation like with him? You talk about keeping calm and taking everything in. Do you have that conversation as well with him?
Yeah, we'll speak with all the players about, how we maintain composure, and it's not just him. I think it's everybody. Not to get rattled when we go down a goal. We've made plenty of comebacks. We played plenty of games that we felt like the calls weren't going our way. So it shouldn't be a problem, and it won't be a problem going forward.
All right, well,